Hello and welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. My name is Shane. As always, I'm here with Fox.
What's up, friends? I signaled again. I'm waving at you.
Yep.
Wave
You got to
back.
do both things, speak and wave.
I can't do two things at once, dude.
I know.
Hello.
Today, season 3, episode 7. 7, right, Churchy? Yeah, okay,
He's
yeah.
giving us the nod of approval.
It's hard to keep up sometimes.
I know.
This is Unfamiliar Wargames 2.
Part 2.
Or just 2.
Or just 2. We have done this before. So on these episodes, we pick a game each that is reasonably unfamiliar.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you haven't heard of it.
Nah.
It just means, it's not many people playing it. Doesn't have a huge scene.
Yep.
Most people in a circle wouldn't be playing this game.
Yep.
You've picked one. I have no idea what it is.
Unless you heard Churchy read it out loud earlier.
Which I didn't. I never listened
He
to you
keeps
guys.
saying that, but I'm seeing through his charade here.
Okay, damn it. You know what? In fact, I'm terrified that you've picked the same game as me.
That won't happen.
Okay, good.
Maybe.
Because we have the same reasonable interests and we talk about the
Yeah.
same types of games together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was driving here that I was like, holy crap, everything's going to come undone if you pick the same game as me. And you start talking and I'm like, oh yeah, that's interesting. And then do I panic and try and think of a game on the fly? Or do I
Nah,
just-
look, I think that would be good because we could both maybe share our views on it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Now I'm extra scared.
Yeah.
But you know nothing about my game.
Not a thing.
So we're both listeners in this regard. Whilst
Yep.
you talk about yours,
Yep.
I'm just going to be interested to
Yep.
see what you've got. So, but after all that,
Yep.
after all the, I forget the word, and I had a stroke at the same time,
Sounds like it.
the boisterous activities that will be between then and now.
Yeah. The ruckus?
The ruckus.
Is that the word you're looking
It was
for?
like boisterous ruckus, and I just blended them together in a word that didn't exist. So
Yeah.
my brain just
Until
kept
now.
clipping over. Bruckus. Brocus.
It's a thing.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
probably on an Urban Dictionary, though.
We will talk about, we've got a current painting competition as we do every season.
Yep.
Every weather season, not season of Hobby Homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've also got 2 monthly giveaways.
Yep.
And we've got a bunch of patrons we need to thank. So we'll do all that afterwards.
Yep.
But before that, I'm itching to know, did you pick the same game as me? What do you got, Shane? Are you going to get me so hyped that I want to buy and play this game?
Possibly.
Let's find out. So you're not messing with me. Churchy actually read this before.
He literally read the first sentence that I'm going to read out loud.
Okay.
I sat down at his desk, completely missed the fact that the fridge is now in that room,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
and I started reading aloud what was on that sheet.
You almost ruined everything. You would have ruined my birthday surprise.
Exactly. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
No time for that.
You've already ruined enough. In fact, Churchy, you could probably read this.
I'll be alright, mate.
Are you going to get us a beer?
Yeah, I think I could use a beer.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait. Hold that thought. Oh, Churchy.
Fuck! Is that the sound of boys that need beer that I hear?
Ah, yeah.
You downloaded a Bell app?
Yeah. I have to uninstall it because of anything. Just for that moment.
$2.99 a month, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm on the free trial, so
Okay.
hopefully he gets this quickly. Whilst he's gone and fetching us beers like a good boy, what do you got? What's your unfamiliar game?
My unfamiliar game
It's the
is...
loudest retrieval of beers.
That's so intentional. Thank you,
Smashing
my
the
dude.
beers together. Thanks, homie.
No worries.
I better finish this.
Yeah. My game is A Billion Suns by Mike Hutchison.
I did hear you say that.
Yeah, of course you did.
I thought it was a book or something. Yeah. A Billion Suns. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
And it's carry on.
A Billion Suns is a 2 to 4 player Starship Fleet battle game by Mike Hutchison, creator of Gaslands, and produced by Osprey Games.
Interesting that you've picked an Osprey Games game.
Yeah. Check out Season 2, Episode 3. Episode 2,
What?
rather. Season 2, Episode 2.
No wonder that was confusing.
For our first installment of Unfamiliar Wargames.
What did we talk about on that? Do you
I
remember?
talked about Gaslands and you talked about Conquest.
Oh, there
Last
you go.
Argument of Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we decided that was not a good name for a game.
Terrible name. Like, arguments?
The last argument.
The last argument.
That's the last one they had.
Yep.
And there's a game based around that.
Yep. Sounds
Probably-
like high school.
Yeah.
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 Those were great games. I actually bought Conquest after
You did.
that.
Yeah, I already had Gaslands.
Yeah, true.
But I went and bought the rulebook for it.
And I bought you some extra bits for it.
Oh, you did?
So we're both, and the Conquest channel in our Discord
Yep.
has a lot of guys doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So if you go back and listen to that and are keen on either of those two games, jump in the Discord.
Yep.
Stuff's happening around them.
Yeah.
Carry on.
That's it. So each player is a CEO of a corporation ready to exploit the new and mysterious frontier, space. The game is miniatures agnostic, a lot like Osprey's Wargames.
Excellent. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. So no sort of stock standard fleets you have to buy into. You can completely scratch build your own.
Awesome.
You can find ships from like what's the Battlefleet, Gothic Battlefleet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
I'm going to upset so many people. What's it
Well,
called?
there goes our YouTube career. So I guess we'll pack it up, boys. Shane's ruined everything.
The
Didn't take him-
Warhammer one.
Yeah. Is it Battlefleet Gothica or what?
Gothic. So, fuck, we're all just as bad. I don't know. The Warhammer
I
spaceship
mean,
one.
obviously it's not a flagship game because we, two Games Workshop
Yep.
DSTers,
Yep.
are blanking on it. So
Yeah.
It's not
But
too important.
You can find ships from anywhere. Build your own. I'm in a Facebook group now, and people are just building insane ships
For this game.
for this game. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. 3D printing as well. Yeah.
That's so cool when a game almost wants you to be,
Yeah.
forces you to be miniature agnostic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it doesn't care. It just
Yep.
wants you to play their rules.
Basically. Yeah.
Because that's really what Osprey Publishing does, isn't it?
They sell the books, and it's
Yeah.
up to you to find the miniatures to play the games.
Yeah.
So Gaslands, you use Matchbox cars.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other war games, you can use miniatures from any game system.
Sweet.
Zona Alpha was one I'm looking at too, which is kind of like reminds me of like a Counter-Strike sort of thing on the tabletop with a bit of sci-fi.
Okay.
Sort of that terrorist versus counter-terrorist kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is a space game.
Yep.
2 to 4 players.
2 to
which
4
is
players.
interesting.
Yep. So you can play. So you play on. Hang on, I'll get there.
Okay.
So, what makes this game different? I hear you ask, Fox. Well, good question.
What makes this game
well
different,
done.
Shane?
Thank you for asking that question.
No, you're welcome.
And what makes this game different is that it has no pre-selected army lists. Each player begins with no ships in play.
Ooh.
In the jump phase, each game round, players spend command tokens to deploy jump points and battle groups. Players do not need to select ships in advance. They can select their fleet as a strategic situation emerges.
So in theory, you've got a fleet on a table next to you.
Yep.
Of X ships. Maybe you got 30 there or whatever.
Yep.
But you jump in one at a time.
Yep.
and
When
see-
you need them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, you might. So yeah, it's sort of it all rolls
Yeah,
together.
yeah. I should stop talking. Okay, carry on.
The game is also designed to play across multiple tables, which seems insane. But having to jump between the tables to assist friendly ships or capture objectives, I find that really, really interesting. So like you've got
Yeah.
one set up here, one set up there, and then you're fighting someone here, and you might need help over there, so you'll jump your ships over there, and vice versa. So it's just chaotic.
So that would be I could just imagine that'd be such a sweet game. We get the Goblin Forge.
Yep.
We'll buy a heap of printed ships from there.
Oh yeah.
And then we could have a day at like Guff or something
Yep.
where we or throw the dice.
Yep.
Or Dave's basement.
Oh yeah. Anywhere.
Anywhere. Set up a bunch of tables, have teams, but a member from each team is on each table or something.
Yeah.
And then we can just be jumping across, helping each other. Be like, oh my God, guys, I need help. And you'll be like, oh, I'm winning over here.
Yep.
Jump. Is that how it works? I
It
don't
could.
know.
Yeah. Could. Easy.
That's sick.
Easy. Victory points and army build points are the same resource.
Oh,
So the more ships you deploy costs you the very resources you're fighting for.
interesting.
Having to try and choose the right ships for the situation and when to deploy them is crucial. If you invest too heavily, you may not turn a profit. If you don't invest enough, your competitors will make short work of you.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so you can go all in and just deploy everything.
Yeah.
But then you're uses these credits or command points as the costing resource, right?
Yeah.
Which is also your victory points. But you go into like deficit, so you're in debt, and you complete these little missions as objectives,
Damn.
and you earn your credits back.
That's sick.
So you spend this money to get these ships in, and yeah, you either pass or you fail.
But your opponent could be also doing that, but they might have invested less.
Yep.
So when they turn a profit, it's more than yours because
Yeah.
they've invested less.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're more cost effective.
Exactly.
It's like what do you call it? A fiscally geared game.
Pretty much.
You're trying to turn a profit because you're a
Yeah.
corporation.
Yeah, exactly. You're making money. Yep. So like,
I like it.
you could lose like by having your ships get destroyed, but if you still made more profit than your opponent,
Yeah.
you win.
the corp's like, a few expendable ships.
Exactly.
But we have
Expendable
had a great financial year. This is a great annual report that's going to come through.
Exactly. And it also scales for game sizes too. So larger scales containing more objectives on the table, requiring each player to jump in more ships. The game can consist of a handful of ships, like a skirmish game, or a full-on like fleet, like armada-sized battle. You know, you've just both got 30 ships fighting each other. For obviously more objectives on the table.
Yeah, that's cool.
So games go from like half an hour, 45 minutes, to like 2 or 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
This sounds like the coolest game I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. It's like this guy, Mike Hutchison. It's like Gaslands. Like, it's just, when you think of it, it's just like such a cool idea. It's like, how did people not come up with this before?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, I froth the whole victory points being your points you use to buy your army.
Yeah.
You know, because like, imagine in 40K, like, she's like, all right, I got 2,000 points. That's like what you use to buy your army, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's like, well, maybe I can win with like spending 1,500.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, so, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if like you, what are the points called when you get points in it? They're just called points, actually.
Victory points?
I don't know if they're called victory points in 40K. They're just points.
Yeah.
You know, when you complete your secondary missions or whatever.
Oh, yeah, victory points, yeah.
Are they victory points?
I don't know.
Fucking I don't know. They're points, whatever.
Yeah.
But imagine if like when you got them, you could then turn them around and spend them for command. You swap them to command points or whatever, which would make you stronger. And but if that would be the same thing, which would be what an interesting system.
This seems much more narrative and campaign than competitive.
Yeah, totally.
I could imagine there's probably some sort of competitive thing you could make in there. Like obviously everything has point values and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Different ships, different loadout. There's like 12 different like styles of ship. Like you go from like fighters to corvettes to fleet carriers.
Yeah.
You know, so like destroyers, like all that kind of standard stuff.
Yeah.
Then you've got utility ships as well, which buff your nearby ships and everything. But it's sick. Like it's a fully human sort of imagined future. So there's no like aliens or anything like that.
Yeah.
Although fluffy wise, you could probably create a Xenos army if you wanted to. Like you could have like alien ships or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that couldn't be a problem. There is rules for like a space kraken, which would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's
so
cool.
I'd like to see how that plays. I haven't got this game. I've only just looked into it briefly. Watched some Guerrilla Miniature.
Yep.
GMG Ash Barker. Watched some of his stuff.
And he's like him playing it in battle
Yeah,
reports and stuff.
him doing some solo play as well.
Oh, sweet.
They've recently released downloadable solo play rules.
Sick.
Which would be great, especially currently now everyone's sort of seeing less of people at the moment. Not so much here in Australia, but the rest of the world is pretty bad.
Yeah.
To be able to do that is pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
solo play is a huge bonus. Anytime you can do that and have it like challenging and enjoyable.
Yep.
That's the tough part. Anyone can do a solo game.
Yeah.
I remember when I played, because of solo, we didn't play it. I remember being so disappointed with the Root board game solo play originally.
Yeah.
It was the worst solo playthrough of a game I've ever done.
Really? Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is kind of ruined, because I was so excited to have. I'm always looking for board games that are also solo.
Yeah.
Because then it's like when I'm lonely all by myself with nothing to do,
Yeah.
solo board game.
Exactly,
That's
dude.
what we do.
Yep.
And I remember that was so disappointing. So when a game does it well, like I can respect how hard it is to do well.
Yeah.
And keep it interesting.
Yeah.
So did you think, like watching the solo gameplay, that it was good?
This is interesting. It has like a mechanic, like an AI mechanic where you roll a d6 and you have bonuses to see what the other player does, or the AI does.
Yeah.
So that it looked good. You know, it might. It's hard to say. I think if you're into a solo play game, you could probably make it work well. But if you're sort of just experimenting with it, it might come across clunky.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But most of them kind of do.
Yeah.
In a way, like, but
Yeah, it is hard to do solo games well.
Yeah.
You do need a really deep AI mechanic, which Root
Yeah.
later, by the way, fixed.
Oh, they
They
fixed
brought
it.
out a Clockwork expansion, which is like
Yep.
fully automated factions. Anyways.
Yeah. It's available online to purchase. It's about $30 Australian.
Oh, wow.
You can buy it from like Dimmicks, the bookshop.
Ah.
Yeah.
I always thought that was Dimox. But I don't know how to say it. It's a bookshop.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But I was looking online, I'm like, where am I going to get this? And I just Googled it and I'm like, okay, it's a Dimmicks and there's other online book shops. And I'm just like, all right, sweet.
So
you can
it's a
buy it
rule
from-
book in fact, I wonder if Osprey does that with a lot of their rule
Probably.
books.
Probably.
That'll come up later.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you can print. There's printable like FAQs, erratas,
Sick.
tokens, rulers, terrain. And, yeah.
Do you know how old this game is roughly?
I'd say probably. I think it was like 2019. It was getting its last sort of touches.
Okay. And then it got fully released.
Yeah,
And
and it got-
recently it's had some updates.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, updates more like the solo play came
Yeah.
out recently in the
Cool.
last couple of weeks. But I've been watching it for maybe 8 months.
All right.
Just looking at it, seeing how it goes, seeing how these people make these ships and these fleets and stuff.
Because spaceship games have always appealed to both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we look at X-Wing on and off. And we're like, maybe.
Yeah. Well, almost.
But I do like a miniature agnostic, broad, generalized space game that you can kind of make your own universe almost.
Yeah.
Like something that's not confined just to the Star Wars IP or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's cool. How close, after doing all this research for it, are you pulling the trigger on it?
Oh man, I had the book in my cart like straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it. I haven't got it now, but like
So it's locked in. You are going to
I'm
get
gonna
it.
get it. Yeah, 100%. I'm probably gonna get a few more of the Osprey games as well.
Yeah.
Like some of the other ones just look really interesting. I'm not really into like the Napoleonics and that sort of stuff, which they do a lot of that as well. But,
Okay.
But I'll probably get around the Zona Alpha, which is like a skirmish one I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
and this one for sure.
Yeah.
I've already got Gaslands. Haven't played it yet.
'Cause
but
that is the cool thing. Like we're already in so deep to so many games. So anytime we can get something where it's like just buy the rule book and sort the minis out yourself.
yeah,
That's a big bonus.
it takes a lot of pressure off, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like, all right, I buy the rule book, which in this case is $30, which is great.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to spend $600 on miniatures.
Totally.
You know, you can
Yeah.
spend as much as you want. You could play the game with fucking bottle tops if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that for any game, but like,
Yeah, but this one would be it's easier. There's not
Yeah.
a big disconnect when it's like this represents my ship in a game that is so narrative and
yeah,
there's not a huge market for it. It's a niche little game. We've
Yeah.
already given the company the money through the rule book. That's all they want from us.
yeah, that's
They just
right.
want us to play their game, which we're doing. Whereas
Yeah, this is my Space Marine lieutenant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this phone isn't my dreadnought.
Yeah.
Your lieutenant's fucked, by the way.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, because for those games you have to have, base sizes or whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah, and height and all that sort of stuff.
yeah,
Line of
those things-
sight.
Yeah.
But this being like really like with enough plastic card and matchsticks, you could fucking make that into a pretty good looking spaceship. Really?
I mean, you could.
Oh,
You could.
I'm sure other people could too.
Yeah, not me. Other people, not me.
But 3D printers, man.
That's
you know?
it. If only we
companies
knew
like to go-
an amazing 3D printing company that was a friend of the podcast.
We do.
The Goblin Fort. Did you get to peek at the rules much? What do you know about the actual gameplay?
Briefly, man, I feel like I had a beta copy of the rules somewhere. I can't find it.
Oh, real?
But like, I'm pretty sure I downloaded it. Like, they put it up for whatever reason, and
Yeah.
I downloaded it. I'm sure I did, but like, I just couldn't find it. My computer, which is also full of just shit.
Full of what?
Shit.
All right, then. Okay. All right, buddy. What were you talking about again? So you haven't had, like, when watching the game and stuff, you haven't got an idea of, like, how combat works or anything like that?
Sort of. It's a bit technical. Like, there's a little bit to it. Ship has this thing called mass. So like, larger ships are obviously easier to hit, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a large ship shooting a big gun, it's hard to hit a little ship.
Yeah,
You
that makes
know?
sense.
So there's a lot of that involved. It's kind of
Cool.
like not necessarily this, the strength of the gun versus the toughness of the ship.
Yeah.
It comes into the side like. I mean, obviously there's that.
So
but
size does matter.
like, the ladies are lying to us.
Okay. Oh, no, I was talking about something different. I'm talking about
Oh.
fish. Who told you what? What have the ladies said to you, Shane?
It's how you use it.
Oh, God. Oh, they've massacred my boy. Oh, dear. Yeah, okay. I'm curious to know if they've got, like, shields and power and stuff like that.
There is shields, and you can spend these, like, you have these tokens called command tokens or CMD.
All right.
command.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like in the
Churchy gets
computer.
it. Yeah.
Why would Churchy get? I'm the IT technician.
He's nodding.
he's falling asleep, James. He's not in agreement.
Oh, it's him like, okay, yep.
CMD? Why is he looking at me?
So you spend these tokens
Stop
to
pretending
like...
to type, Church. You've got nothing to do with
It's opening
it.
command problem.
You spend these tokens and you can like activate shields, but it takes power away from weapons and all that sort of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
It is really cool. Like Ash does a great job of his like little bat rep. It's a solo play thing.
Yeah.
But he pits two factions against each other.
Sick.
But I love the currency side of things, like going into deficit, and it's not like I'm out of money. I can't buy more ships. It's like you fucking can.
Yeah.
You can just go into debt.
Take a bank loan.
Yeah, exactly. And like as long as you can get that mission to pay it back, you're laughing.
Yeah, but if you
know?
don't,
you're
fucked.
Oh yeah. You're space fucked.
you're that's worse than regular fuck because no one can hear you scream. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So, yeah. It really, really interesting. This guy, Mike Hutchison, is just incredible. Like with the games he's making, I'm sure he's made more. But Gaslands and
Oh, he did Gaslands as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So, but you know what? There's not really like you'd imagine it'd be like 40K Age of Sigmar, right? You can tell it's by the same company in a way, like the way that most things work. This is kind of different. Like if you didn't know better, you probably wouldn't know it's from the same guy.
Interesting.
It's just that different. So
The mechanics and the way they've worded the rules and all that stuff.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, very appealing.
Buy the book. Write it off as a tax. Buy the book, get me some ships and we'll play.
Hell yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Let's do it.
I don't have to paint the models.
Need space mat though.
I mean, like a black mat.
Yeah, with stars on it.
But there's no stars in space. Okay, all right, we'll get a space mat.
Yeah.
Churchy, can you get us a space mat? No, you just type in a command prompt. Space mat. Run space mat.exe.
Oh no, don't run that.
No, you did space mat.
God damn.
Put that in there. Well, I'm going to talk about my game after we go to a break. But before that,
Yep.
I want to play a game.
Okay.
Bit of a throwback game.
Yep.
But first, I just want a quick rating. First impressions of that game. How, on a scale of, it seems cool, but I'll never touch it, to I'm going to buy it as soon as this podcast is over, being a 10. Where are you at with it?
Probably I'm gonna buy it next week.
So you're like a 7.8.
Yep. 7.8 exactly.
Okay. Well. Okay. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. What we'll do, we'll play one round of the game.
Yep.
Go get a beer, come back, play round 2,
Yep.
and then I'll tell you about my game.
All right, let's do it.
Not my, well, my game.
Yeah, your game.
Yeah, there's so many games.
True.
So this is a bit of a throwback game. And this one's kind of involving Churchy a little bit. This is our Act It Up game. This is
Is that
where
what it's called?
No, I don't know.
Act It Up?
Act It Up. Sure.
You came up with it.
Sure. No, I think of something better.
Act it up.
Well, now it's got a sound bite to it, so clip that. We'll use that for every time we do Act It Up.
Now we got another sound.
So the premise of this one, for those of you who haven't seen that one time we did it very poorly, we are going to give each other a role, and the role could be comprised of 2 things.
Yep.
A mood/attitude that you have to portray, and also a profession or a job that you are doing.
Yep.
Now, you're not allowed to talk the job. You have to do it.
Yeah.
And then Churchy has to guess both the mood and the profession that you have
Yep.
based on whatever performance you give. And you've got 20 seconds to give it.
So do you.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll flip it and reverse it.
Yeah. Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I was going to do the weird thing. She does it, whatever. She says something. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I want to give you mine first.
Yep.
I'm going to hide the other 2 because I've got others prepared in case we play more.
Okay.
But that's you.
Okay.
You got that? Is there anything in there you're unsure about? Any words you don't know what they mean?
One time, man doesn't know what fucking concubine is. Sounds like a reptile or something. I don't fucking know.
It does sound like a reptile, actually.
Yeah.
That is a valid point.
Fuck you.
Okay, all right. That's good. Use that energy. All right, I'm gonna give you 20 seconds starting now.
All right. These goddamn fucking fish just won't get in the net. It's trying to scoop them up. Fucking get in the fucking net. Get in the net. Gotcha, you little. For those listening at home, I'm putting him in the bag.
It's describing.
Fucking fit the fish
You
in
don't
the
have time
bag.
for that. Time. What do you reckon, Churchy? What is Shane's mood and profession?
Angry fisherman?
So close. I'm going to give you 0 points because he didn't get it. 1 point, 1 out of 2 points. Half the maximum score. He was an angry aquarium worker.
It's close.
That's pretty close. Pretty close. All right, what do you got for me?
All right.
Sorry, for this game, this is a particularly terrible one for those who listen through Spotify or something where you can't actually see us. Although you're acting so terrible, it probably doesn't make a difference. No, it's just kidding.
Just
Mine's
wait.
terrible.
I'll be getting calls, dude. Casting calls.
Yeah, you will. Oh, you. All right.
That black couch.
You'll be on a couch, my
I'm
man.
sitting on that couch.
I don't want to. You want the job or not, kid? What do you got for me? Okay, sure. That's a good one, dude. Well done. Well done. All right. You got to give me 20 seconds, by the way.
Oh, hang on. Oh, you're getting bonus time now. Just getting to think about it.
I won't think about it. I'll blank my mind. It's super easy for me to do.
Yeah, that's true. Hang on, where's the timer? Here we go. Hang on,
can't answer that for you.
Stopwatch. All right, go.
All right. Scalper. We've got to make sure we fix this cat. But they're after me. They're all after me. But that's fine. I'm just going to make sure I fix this cat. And then all the dogs and other animals, unless they catch me, they won't catch me. Okay.
20 seconds, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That's plenty long enough, trust me. I'll get it done in that time, don't worry. What do we got, Churchy?
Paranoid vet.
Boom!
Wow, it's actually a veterinarian.
I'm surprised you even know what that means, right? Fuck you! It was a paranoid veterinarian, yes, correct. So, you're on 1 point, I'm on 2.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back with the tiebreaker, I guess. Let's
Do it.
Well, let's demolish and then fill
And then
up
fill
beers.
up. Yep.
So, the tiebreaker of our game.
Yep.
I'm going to give you... Let's switch up the order.
All right.
No, wait. No, this isn't the switch up. This is what we had before.
This is exactly the same.
You're going.
Yeah, okay.
And you're going to be that.
Fuck, okay.
Confused?
Um,
You know what all those things
I
are?
know what all those words are.
All right, cool.
Fuck you.
You can, but first, go.
Okay. Oh, man. I haven't eaten in like 18 hours. I've just been at Guzmani Gomez waiting for my order.
Yeah, wow.
They brought out your guys first and just left me there.
Yeah, you must be real.
Yeah. I've got all these fucking
pucks.
geese I got to go and wrangle.
I'm disqualifying you. Do you want to guess what he was anyways?
Hungry geese wrangler.
Yes. But I'm disqualifying you on account of saying both goose and wrangling 2/3 of your entire bit. You might as well said, oh, I'm a fucking hungry goose wrangler. And end scene. So, you're now on 0
Fuck, I'm
points.
dying. No, at 1 point. I just got
You've
called.
been DQ'd.
All right. It's your turn.
Alright, I'll try not to do the only rule that the game has. Wow, this just keeps going up. Okay. Alright.
It's an easy one. Time starts now.
Hate sorting all these books in alphabetical order for people to come and hire.
Frustrated librarian.
You came too early, Churchy. But in other news, I was a grumpy librarian. So I'll take the 1 point. At the end, I was just gonna be like, boy, am I a grumpy librarian. And then he could have been like, are you Shane? Anyways, that was acting out. We should have done acting out.
What the fuck was that?
Get that goose, dude.
Come here, you little fuck.
Come here, stupid little fuck. First of all, that noise was something else. Second of all, I like the idea of you being a goose wrangler that's so unnecessarily angry at the geese. You pick them up, you're like, you dumb little fuck! Just looking at you with those dumb goose eyes.
It's like, come here, you little fuck, I'm not hungry anymore.
Stupid fuck, you do nothing! Oh.
That was a cut, by the way.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought it was like
Geese do a lot.
Acting.
Pardon?
Out.
Geese do a lot.
geese do a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That feels like a separate episode, dude. I want to tell you about my game.
Yeah, tell me about your game, dude.
So my game
Yep.
is also a game that is not by Osprey Publishing, but
Yep.
they did the rules for it.
Okay.
It is by Oathsworn Miniatures.
Ooh, okay.
Burrows and badges, my friend.
Burrows and badges.
But it needs its time in the sun.
It does.
So, for those of you who don't know, which I assume is actually a lot of people, I would say it's pretty well known in the Osprey space, just like the car one.
Gaslands.
Gaslands.
Yeah, well known, yeah.
So I'd say Gaslands is well known for people who are in the wargaming scene. I'd say Burrows and Badges might be as well.
Yep.
But it's a skirmish game of anthropomorphic warriors
Yep.
being creature-esque.
Yes.
It's like if Root, the board game, which I've already mentioned once before on this episode.
this episode, yep.
I do like Root.
Yes, you do.
If that was a tabletop miniatures game, it would be Burrows and Badges. You
Okay.
play as small creatures,
Yep.
humanoid in appearance, hence
Yep.
anthropomorphic. And it's more of a campaign based. I'll talk about the game in a second.
Yep.
I actually want to talk about its creation and Oathsworn miniatures.
You know what?
Okay.
There's actually a rabbit miniature that they make for that game,
Yeah.
which
okay.
is pretty cool.
Well, boy, are you in for a treat.
Oh, I bet I am.
Because that's not, I don't mention that at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so the game was created by Oathsworn Miniatures, which is a husband-wife duo of professional sculptors.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Michael and Joe Lovejoy.
Yep.
I looked at some of Michael Lovejoy's work. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like to see what sculptors can. It looks like he's got stuff made of green stuff.
Yep.
I don't know if that's common to sculpt in, but he from a pile of clay,
Yep.
as it were, he can create a horse with all the saddles and all the details etched in, and
Yeah. It's
bloody insane. And then
Yeah.
they make a sculpt out of that, and boom.
Yep.
So they together started a Kickstarter for Burrows and Badges miniatures. It was
Yeah.
a miniature line of sorts with maybe 20, 30 miniatures. They released the Kickstarter for that in 2015. And I've got the results for it, actually, because it was surprisingly low. I mean, I guess not. Like, at the time, I guess their company was nothing. They were nobodies in the space.
Yep.
No offense.
So they weren't making miniatures for other companies?
I think they were just private.
Okay.
Like,
so they were just
they-
doing it because they love doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm thinking from the works I saw that maybe they were just like professionals. So if someone wanted
Yep.
a miniature sculpt, they'd go to them if they found them on Fiverr or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the old version of that is
Yep.
in the phone book. I don't know how long they've been doing it. Anyway, so they started a thing which had some great anthropomorphic creatures,
Yep.
all in pewter and stuff like that. And it got 248 backers, which is like,
It's not a lot.
it's a handful of people.
Yeah.
For £15,000.
Okay.
So I don't know what that is in like rest of world.
30 grand.
30 grand.
30 grand Australian. Not
So
bad.
that's not bad, right? Like if you're just starting up a Kickstarter with miniatures that you've made,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And in it, they mentioned that they want to write rules for it and that they want to release about 30 new miniatures a year for that. Like
Yeah.
there was something that they said, we want to make this a thing.
Yep.
But all this Kickstarter is just for the miniatures that you see, and we
Yep.
hope to also achieve these things.
30 miniatures a year, that's a new one. Like hang on, quick math.
Yeah, it's one a day
10
for
days.
every month, and then you don't do anything for 11 months.
Yeah.
Or, a mini every 10 days, I don't know. Yeah,
10 days-ish.
roughly,
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that process would be pretty big, right?
Shit, yeah.
You got to figure out exactly what you want to make, and you got to, I guess, design maybe art for it.
Yep.
Sketch it out, get an idea, and then start
Yeah.
sculpt. I don't know. I'm not a
Yeah.
sculptor. They now have over 120 miniatures.
Wow.
4 years later. So I guess they kept to their gun.
They're doing it. Yeah, yeah.
And they got Osprey. They were working on rules. I tried to search through the archives of the dawns of the internet in 2015
Yep.
to find out exactly like the order of everything.
Yep.
They've done several Kickstarters of like more batches to basically say,
Yep.
we want to make all these.
Kind of like expansions?
Yeah, effectively.
Yep.
Yeah. So, which was great. More people kept getting around those. And
Yeah.
now Osprey Publishing has helped them publish the rules. There's a book series that has very similar art, and I forget what it's called. They kept referencing it. Anyways, one of the artists for those books actually did the art for the rule book.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Osprey managed to get the artist for their book that they were inspired for all those years ago. Redwall.
Red Wall. Is
Yeah.
that the publisher of the books?
That's like the series of books of the author. I don't know.
Okay.
And people just kept referencing it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
sure.
It's got that Robin Hood, Peter Rabbit meets Peter
Peter
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
that's what I imagined when you said like a person made books. I'm like, was it Peter Rabbit?
Yeah, that's kind of that vibe.
Yeah, yeah,
So, anyways, I just like the way that companies like that are made.
yeah.
Husband and wife duo.
Yeah.
Start a
It's
Kickstarter.
pure love.
Yeah.
It's just love
It's
for
in their name.
what they're making. It is
Which was
joy, Lovejoy.
Lovejoy.
Yeah.
They love and joy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I didn't do it. They did it. Yeah. But the game itself.
Yep.
It's a skirmish game where you have 3 to 10 miniatures. Can't have more than 10. Can't have less than 3.
Huh.
Suits me fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to have more than 10.
No.
Heck no.
Too many paint.
You can play it one shot.
Yep.
And the way you do that is you have 350
Carrots.
pennies.
Oh.
Pennies.
Okay.
Because it's placed in a world and the currency is these pennies.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the world is called. There's so much to the game.
England?
Yeah, England, sure.
Yep.
Nottingham. And you use these 350 pennies to purchase your warband,
Yep. So basically points to spend to buy your list.
effectively.
Yeah.
But although you can play it one shot, it's designed to be a campaign. And the
Okay.
campaign is fucking sick.
So like you add to your warband?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
So you start with your 350 pennies. You can spend that on like a myriad of things, which I'll talk about in a sec. But
Yeah.
you also pick your allegiance,
Okay.
which can be one of 4 different things. I'll actually tell you, I've got a little how to start a warband kind of vibe.
Let's do it.
So you can get an idea. You can get a pretty good idea of the game itself
Yep.
by how you start your warband. You got 350 pennies, which I mentioned. You buy your beasts. For example, you might want to buy an armadillo for 62 pennies.
Yep. Or a concubine.
No. That will cost you a lot more than 62 pennies, my friend. So an armadillo, for example, has strong 1, tough 3, and the leap special rule.
Okay.
So strong 1 and tough 3, I don't know much about the particular skills and stuff, but
Yep.
it's kind of like Star Wars Legion,
Yeah.
where like you've got a rule and then it's got a number next to it, or like
Yep.
assault 2, rapid fire 1, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You might buy a bird or an otter or
Yep.
a fox, or you can do an army of just one critter. That's got a special name. I can't quite remember what it's called. Single species warband.
Okay.
So you get some bonuses for doing a single species, but you're also limited in what you can take.
Yep.
Because like they're just foxes.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Or for example, which is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You must have 1 leader, 1 second in command, and 1 regular member, and that's why there's a 3 character
Okay.
minimum.
Yeah.
You get to pick your allegiance, which gives, I think there's 4, there might be more now actually, if they did a recent thing, but 4 main ones
Yep.
that give you certain bonuses. So if you were to pick I think it's the rebels, the rogue allegiance, for example, you'll get bonuses to your concealment. And
Okay.
it gives you, those 4 allegiances will give you your warband kind of a theme.
Yep.
So that's cool. You'll also you'll use your pennies to buy different equipment. So you'll be buying armor, shields,
Yeah.
weapons, spells, items,
Wow. Okay.
all this. Oh man, it's so cool. The stuff you can do is insane. Spells are interesting. Spells are very interesting. So
Yep.
you could just make anyone a spell caster,
Oh, really?
but every spell you give them initially will also it'll give them weak 1 and like delicate 1.
Okay.
So it kind of like takes away some of their strength and stuff
Yeah.
as they're learning
Yeah.
these spells as rookie spellcasters. So
Yeah.
the more spells you give them, yeah, sweet, the stronger they are, or the wider range of spells they have,
Yeah.
but the easier they are to kill.
Yeah.
Which makes sense for like a mage. Usually they're a bit softer.
They're not tanks.
But as you level up and get stronger spells later on, they
Yeah.
don't have those negative modifiers. So,
Wow. Okay.
so you got to balance up like, do I pump in with some good ones early to get more experience as I kill
Yep.
things, but risking being weaker. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, and every spell costs 5 pennies. Anyway, so if you imagine like, it has such a long list of different creatures you can pick from.
Yeah.
And so many different weapons you can pick from. But I tried to make like a fox with a blunderbuss and some light armor.
So hang on, is there an army builder online?
No, in the rule book.
Oh, you got the rule book.
Oh, I bought the rule book.
You bought the rule book?
Yeah, I bought the rule book.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and it was I saw some snippets from the rule book and I was like, there's just so much in here.
Yeah.
I got to see more of it. Like the weapons blew me away with all the different things you could do.
Yeah.
Just building your warband alone felt like a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I going to... And when you finish building your warband, although everyone spends 350 pennies, it gives you a rating to let you know how strong it is.
Oh, okay.
And that's the main balance mechanic. So say you have a warband rating of 40 and I've got a warband rating of 30.
Yeah.
I get more of these fate points, which
Okay.
help me in-game
Yeah.
catch up to you.
Which are command points, basically?
I actually have no
Rerolls?
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so much in here that I won't
Yeah.
even get to that.
Yeah.
But it just helps you balance for those one-shots. In a
Yeah.
narrative game where they have like a bunch of different campaign, like scenarios,
Yeah.
it's not going to matter a ton. So the campaign.
Yep.
Oh man, it's so fucking sick. So the it kind of goes like every other game.
Yeah.
Build your warband at the start. Start with your 350 pennies. Start with your minimal squad. Then we actually play a game with this particular scenario, fighting over a particular land in a particular game mode.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, we'll go through the steps that you do similar to Crusade or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Any narrative game. People akin this to Mordheim.
Yeah, sure.
Which we have never played, but we hear
Yeah.
people froth.
We know of it, yeah.
In fact, the 2 people that I saw do really good reviews on this said it's like Mordheim, but with cuter animals and just way better rules.
Oh, okay.
And from
Yep.
everything we've heard about Mordheim, that seems impossible because all the
Yep.
Mordheimians love Mordheim.
Yeah.
So that would probably boil their blood, having never played this. But this came from people that have played both. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you're holding them up against each other and you say that, I'm keen. I'm keen.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you work out permanent injuries after the game.
Yep.
Some straight up die,
Yep.
but some have permanent injuries.
That's Necromunda-esque in a way as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you pick it from a chart of 18 different possible permanent injuries.
Yep.
Some of
Do
which-
you roll or?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
The stats of the creatures, I'll get into that later on. But they're all dice values.
Yeah.
D4, D6,
Yeah.
D10. And so you're actually rolling heaps of different types of dice.
Yep.
But say you have a D4 attack and I've got a D10 block.
Yep.
My block obviously has a higher overall number, so you've got less of a chance.
Yeah.
But if you roll a crit, here's a little gameplay thing,
Yep.
which is easier for you to do on your D4.
Yep.
You add 7 to your result.
Ah.
So that's a little catch-up mechanic for weaker things. If you
Yep.
happen to crit, you can add 7,
Yep.
which I can't beat, really.
Yeah.
Because a 4 plus 7 is 11. I got a D10. Suddenly,
No
you've
bueno.
won. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yep.
There's also den upgrades and a heap of different things. Some of the different permanent injuries, which I found funny, were niggling wound. Makes sense.
Yep.
Something that like has a modifier each game, but you
Yep.
carry on.
Just continues to irritate. Yep.
You could be captured.
Ah.
So
Yep.
I don't know. That's not really a permanent injury, but
Well, that's actually really cool because remember when we used to play Shadow War Armageddon, there was a full-on mission.
what happened?
You haven't, dude. There was a full-on mission where you would go and rescue the. You can't just put your hand on it to stop it.
Watch me. I've done this many times. Believe it or not.
Yeah, there's a full-on mission to like rescue the person
Yeah.
that got captured. So I imagine this are the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it does. I think from what I read in one of the reviews, I don't know if this was someone playing the actual rules or their own thing, but if you
Yeah.
don't get them back in the next 2 missions, they're gone. They're dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, disregard that. it takes a
pressurized,
while. Yeah, give it an hour. So there's also brain trauma.
Wow, okay, that's
So
okay.
I must have
Niggling
rolled
wound,
for that.
Captured brain trauma.
Yeah, that one was relatable.
Use the vegetable.
Now, you can choose in between games, which is cool. So say we play a game on a weekend.
Yeah.
Over the next week, we can choose to, whilst we're not playing, do a bunch of, have off-duty days
Okay.
where we'll do things outside of the game so we can give jobs
Yep.
to our characters. They can labor to
Yep.
provide upgrades to our den. The den is like our home base, which we upgrade over time.
Like a
throughout the
rabbit
campaign.
burrow.
Yeah, exactly. They can even wander around in search of money or help.
Okay.
So for everyone that wanders around, we roll on the wanderings chart to see what happens.
Yeah.
There's 20 different things that could happen.
Wow.
So that's awesome. Things like you could get a new recruit from someone that owes you a life debt for
Yep.
something that you've done. You might save an alchemist who gives you healing points.
Yep.
So that's cool. There was another cool one. New recruit, save an alchemist. I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
There's 20 of them.
Yeah.
They're all cool.
That's actually really cool because quickly our Star Wars Legion RPG we do with Oliver on Discord.
Yeah.
We use a website called rolls dot something.
Yeah, something
Anyway,
rolls, something like that.
and you can see everyone's roll. So we could be off and you can just do a roll in there
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
be like, oh, sick, I did this.
Yeah.
So like me and you could be at work, I'll be at work.
Yeah.
Check it and be like, oh, Fox is wandering and he just rolled a 10 and he's got captured again.
Yeah. Fucking rocks. Standard. Yeah, exactly. And it makes it feel like your campaign, the campaign is so deep.
Yeah.
And that's not including all the off-duty stuff that helps you get through week to week and makes you feel like it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we had a massive fight. Now we spend the first few
Yeah.
days. And you can house rule a few things. Like, for every week that we don't play a game, everyone gets 1 HP back or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It makes the game feel like you're still playing it too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
It's so
you're
much
at
more
work, but
immersive.
you're still playing the game, you know? Like,
And that's what you want. It's so
Yeah.
hard sometimes to switch off and switch back on when you play a game. And then by the time you get through your first game, you're like, that's right, we were here, we did this happened last time, now we're here.
yep.
Whereas something that's ongoing, that's pretty low investment.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
it's not miniature agnostic, you go to Oathsworn Miniatures to get your minis.
Yep.
I've actually ordered us some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I bought myself a little fox army.
Okay.
I don't know points-wise how it all works.
Yep.
I actually don't even know if it's legal yet.
Yeah.
Because there's rare creatures that you can only take one of.
Ah, who cares, man? You paint it up, it looks sick in the cabinet.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I thought. These minis are amazing.
Yeah.
Now they do some resin minis and have some pewter ones.
Yeah. Are they all pewter to start with, were they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
Now they've got some resin ones, which I think has helped them crank them out quicker.
Yeah.
But I got you just a standard Warband. In fact, I'll tell you what yours has.
Oh, okay. Any
Soon.
rabbits?
Yeah, there is. Of
Oh,
course. Of
nice.
course, dude. All right, I'll tell you now. You've twisted my arm. Where are we? Let me just pull up the cart real quick. So I got you, it's loading, oathswornminiatures.co.uk. You've got Warband Bundle A. You've got an Adder Mage.
A what? Adder?
Adder.
A snake,
So a
yep.
snake magician.
Yeah.
You've got a Squirrel Witch
How's he going to cast spells with no arms, dude?
with his tongue.
Of course.
You've got a Squirrel Witch,
Yep.
a Mouse Shield Maiden, a Weasel Soldier, a Hare Knight, so that's
yeah.
a rabbit,
Yeah.
a Mouse Knight, and some dice.
Fuck, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to do WYSIWYG. In fact, it knows because you're using its miniatures
Yeah.
that you're not going to be WYSIWYG.
Yeah.
So, although your dude has a sword, you could be like, this is my ranger with a bow.
Yeah.
No one gives it. Like, yeah, WYSIWYG would look cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they've got a huge range. So, if you want a rabbit with a bow, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they would care too much if you had, 7 of their models and then 4 of 3D printed ones because you wanted custom ones. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think they'd care.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do den upgrades, hire new recruits. There's trading as well. You can get experience upgrades. You've got to upkeep your warband. You got
Yeah.
to pay him to hang around. There's even I wrote bloody ingredients. I don't know why I wrote bloody. Maybe I was so excited. I think I was right. So I'm like, there's even bloody ingredients for the spells you need to purchase.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
Unless they're
cool.
bloody ingredients, like you need like
No, I was
Eye
just
of
really
Newt.
excited. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
super excited.
Okay.
Because I looked at the ingredients and there was just like another chart of 20 things. I'm like, so much you can do in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I was getting psyched. So, just quickly on the gameplay, in case people like care about how it actually plays.
I'm sure they do.
I think the campaign's so cool. I didn't even like read the rules, but it's actually pretty simple, which is nice. So it's a skirmish game, alternating activation, always good.
Yep.
Each creature you pick one, you activate them.
Yep.
They can strike. That's supposed to be. Oh, sorry, those are the stats.
Mm-hmm.
But on their action, they can sprint,
Yep.
attack, shoot, cast a spell, search, or hide.
Okay.
I like that mechanic. There's a lot of cool search and hide, concealed, sneaking kind of stuff.
Yep.
Which I haven't seen done well in a lot of games. But
Yep.
this game, from what people were saying, they've done it very, very well.
Very nice.
So, yeah, everyone alternates their activation until everyone's done. Round ends, blah, blah, blah. Each scenario has different missions.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. All models have stats for movement, strike, block, ranged, nimbleness,
Oh, nimbleness.
of course, concealment, awareness, fortitude, and presence.
Okay.
So they got a ton of stats, all of them different dice values, which you can upgrade through experience, through campaigning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just seems bloody awesome. Just seems sick.
Yeah.
And, like, I've been looking at it a while, and I'm like, another game where you have to use the miniatures from the company that are overseas. Shipping
UK,
costs
of
a ton.
course.
It's another test of honor thing,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like the coolest game, really deep rules. It ticks all the boxes, but the actual availability
Yeah.
for us as Australians
Is rough.
low.
Yeah.
Very low.
Yeah.
Now, both games have done well to have PDF rules.
Yeah.
That's a must. And the shipping on this wasn't too terrible. I hate when I was on their store, they've got VAT.
I think it's a tax.
It's a tax.
It's a UK tax. Yeah.
So it has the price, and then you add it all in, and then you see there's like another £20 of taxes.
Yeah, righto.
It's like, just include that in the price.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is it,
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. It's
Yeah.
fine. The shipping wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So it'll just be how long it takes to get here, because that's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If we want, and plus shipping, although not bad when I ordered all this stuff,
Yeah.
if we wanted to just buy, like, you just want a rabbit.
One miniature or one box of miniatures
Yeah.
still costs you, probably $30 of shipping or something like that.
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It might have been
That was the same thing with Test of Honor.
£12. Yeah, exactly.
It was like we couldn't. It was £25 or something like that, wasn't it? Like it was $50 Australian for shipping, no matter what you bought.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's why we'll just go bulk order.
Yeah. And then in between, you can't really do much. Like just the other day for Test of Honor, they've released these new. They're basically like shotgun Ashigaru.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I'm like,
with
those look phenomenal.
Cannons,
We love those. But first of all, it's $50 plus the cost of the minis.
Yeah.
Because of shipping.
Yeah.
So this suffers a similar problem. The shipping's not as egregious.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 25, 30 Australian.
Yeah.
So, but again, when you want to buy one £4 model, sorry,
Yeah.
$8 mini,
$8 mini, yeah.
suddenly it's a $40 mini. You're like, for one?
Yeah.
You know? So again, that's the problem with this. And that's why I think they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they have a right to care too much. They probably do. Of using some of the models as miniature agnostic.
But then again, like, you're not playing with them.
No.
So what does it matter?
Bought the rule book.
Yeah.
Bought a heap of their minis.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they want to lower their shipping costs, I'll buy just from them.
Yeah.
And I get that obviously they can't just ship one mini across to here
Nah,
for
of course
free.
not. Nah.
I get that. But Sarissa Precision, who they also use for their terrain,
Yeah.
great company,
Yeah.
$4 postage worldwide. Doesn't matter what you buy.
£4.
No.
Wait, what?
£250.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought a whole lot of their stuff just recently.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have even noticed the shipping.
Nah.
I'm like, if they can do that, just make that happen somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the logistics.
It took
I'm
a
just
little while.
smooth brain dumbass.
Took like 2 weeks to get here, but
Yeah.
that's not bad from the UK.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So that's it's obviously not how good the game looks
Yeah.
far outweighed that, obviously, for me, because I bought the shit.
Yeah.
So I'm keen for us to paint these up.
Hell yeah.
I put-
man, I'm so keen. That's gonna be awesome.
I put 3 foxes with all their equipment in,
Yeah.
and that was more than 350.
Yeah.
So I need to settle down on the equipment.
Slow down. Yeah.
But it's good that you don't need. I reckon I would be hard pressed to build a roster with less than 6.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, more than 6
Okay.
miniatures.
Yeah.
Points wise. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's Burrows and Badges.
Yep.
Keen as. Your game's sick as well. We've done it again. We're going to buy 2 more games. We're going to stop doing these unfamiliar war games.
No.
We're going to do 1 a year.
After we agreed on doing it this week, I was like, oh, this
What
could be
have I done?
bad. Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, hang on. Let's grab a beer and then we'll shout out the patrons.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Before we do that, just quickly, don't forget, we've got a summer painting comp.
Oh, of course.
Not a summer. It's autumn.
Summer.
It's an autumn painting comp.
Yeah.
We have some dope prizes. So check that out. But yeah, let's go grab another beverage because you're out.
Yeah, I've been out for a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was talking a lot, so yeah, time to drink. All right, we'll be right back.
Yep.
So as I was saying, the autumn painting competition is a current competition that we have running for the entire season of autumn.
Yep.
All you have to do is paint 1 single miniature,
That's it.
any game, any scale.
Yep.
You are judged on, what was it?
Creativity and effort.
That's right. Because we wanted to make sure we gave everyone equal opportunity.
Yep.
A first-time painter or a Golden Demon winner
Yep.
can go toe-to-toe, and if they both creative, it'll come down to who put in the most effort.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is paint one single miniature using primarily orange, brown, yellow.
Yep.
Now that you can use other colors,
Absolutely.
you can use any ratios of those three colors.
Other colors are encouraged.
Yes, they are encouraged. In fact, yes, encouraged. Please don't just paint in those three. It'll be a very earthy looking mini.
Yep.
You can do a sick base or whatever. You're just judged on the actual paint job of the mini.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. The prizes. First prize, a trophy. Naturally.
Of course.
You have to be rewarded and reminded of this momentous occasion.
Something you can put in the pool room on the mantle. Yep.
I had always heard about pool rooms, but up until that moment, I thought it was like a swimming pool, a room that was adjacent to a swimming pool. Now it makes sense.
And you get my shit for concubine.
And I will continue to. You smooth brain little bitch. You not knowing concubine looking ass. Is this amazing mini, which I handpicked.
Yep. What's it called?
It is Eliumbra.
Not Pulvis.
Master of Masks, not Pulvis. We still don't know what Pulvis is. We don't know if it's the designer of the piece.
I hope not. It's a pretty bad name.
Yeah, well, he's probably European. It sounds like pelvis.
It kind of does.
Pelvis Presley. It's a Chimera Paints model.
Yep.
Like, you can't really see it on the thing, but go suss it out because it's fucking sick.
It is dope. Yeah.
I don't want to take it out of here because then obviously it's like it's basically second hand.
Yeah, may as well be.
So that's first prize and the trophy.
Of course. Yep.
Second prize, Shane?
Yep. We got the Ink-Tensity. Ink-Tensity. Different painting examples, process step by step inside.
You're reading the back of it.
Yep.
It's an ink set.
You bought it, I don't know what it is.
By scale color.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just a heap of different inks.
Yep.
But yeah, like, as you read, there are different like methods and stuff on how to use them. Some little tips and stuff in there.
Which inks are sick. Never use them myself.
Exactly. If I had a little, process step by step inside, I totally would.
Yep.
So that's second prize.
Yep.
That's pretty sick.
Yep.
I got prizes that I would like because I don't know what other people like. You know, when you buy your little sister something for your birthday and you get her like
I've got a little sister, so I don't know.
a Night Castellan because you're like, that's what I would like.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I know. You're my little sister.
Thank you.
Then third prize is a little basing kit.
Yeah.
So you got some putty, got some grit, got some crackle effects, and some tufts. So, and some goggles.
No.
We're throwing goggles for every winner. You're welcome. So, cool prizes, especially now that we've added the goggles.
Oh, it's totally worth it now.
I think so.
Yeah.
For those of them that were on the fence, they're like, now I got to enter.
You're getting goggles, 2 pairs.
One
for
2 pairs for each person? Jesus, dude.
Sure, dude.
I meant 1 each, but okay, sure. And first, second, third get a plaque.
Yep.
Plaque? Trophy.
Trophy. Black, same thing, isn't
Rich, authentic mahogany wood.
99.9% mahogany.
Yeah, we don't know what the other miscellaneous percentage is, but that's for you to find
Could be
out.
oak.
That's part of the present.
Could be pine.
Oak.
Don't know.
Could be plastic.
Yeah, maybe.
Sap. So that's the painting comp.
Yep.
We've also got our monthly giveaways,
Yep.
which we should probably post about.
Probably should. Yeah, it's
So
been a
people know
while.
how to enter.
Yeah.
We're giving you only 2 weeks for this one because they're so good.
Oh, you guys have just been too quick on the last one, so.
They're too far away for me to reach. It's
Yeah.
3 MDF houses as the main prize, and then the Patreon only giveaway are now hobby resupply kits.
Yeah.
So you'll be getting that. This one has brush soap and some paints and some brushes.
Resupply kits will be crucial things people need in hobbies.
Like brush soap.
Like brush soap and brushes and paints.
Yeah.
And other little tidbits that you always need to find yourself and need to pick up, when you're down the hobby store. So
Because we found that we could give them, we're giving our patrons a Patreon only giveaway, but often they'd win stuff that might not be relevant to them.
Yeah.
They might not play that game we gave them a rule book for.
Kill Team.
Yeah, they might not. If they don't play Kill Team, that's half of our prizes.
Yeah.
So we've given them stuff that every hobbyist we think will need.
Absolutely.
And use.
Yeah. Before we get into the patrons, just a quick shout out to the blokes at Miniature Scenery.
Oh yeah.
So I ordered some paint racks. They threw in these awesome tabletop social distancing checker.
Yeah.
With a Hobby Homies logo on there.
Oh, sorry.
Check that out. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
dude.
I don't know if you can see that. That's our logo on something that isn't our own merch.
Yeah,
which
we
is
didn't
pretty
make
sick.
this.
No, we didn't.
We didn't even ask for this. How good's that?
That was so awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
top blokes.
Now we can measure things like the size of our pennies that we're going to use in the Burrows and badges.
Of course, absolutely.
For you, there's a little 1-inch marker here.
Oh yeah, for you, there's a little 1/2-inch marker here.
That's a great rebuttal. That is a great rebuttal. I'm going to need at least 3 of these, dude. You've thrown me off. Oh, look, we haven't done beers and banter in a while, and we will. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
We're just working on some other projects at the moment.
Yep.
Do you have a homie of the week? I've thrown you in the deep end here.
Jesus
I wanted
Christ.
to do one, but I realized it's not my thing, and I'm not allowed. But I thought, do you have anyone? If not,
You've really thrown me in the deep end. Jesus.
No,
I've been flat out with work lately. I haven't really been able to keep track of too much.
can I do one? Just a little. Well, let's not call it homie of the week because that's not
Yeah.
what it is. But I want to shout out a homie.
Yeah, shout out to homie.
He's not homie of the week.
Nah.
Let's confirm that. You don't get the prestigious title of homie of the week. You can
Nah.
just have Fox thinks you're all right.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's okay.
I guess.
Anyway. You know what? No, I'm going to sit on it.
Oh, cop that unknown homie.
Unknown homie. Yeah, I bet they're spewing.
Yeah,
I'm spewing.
they're so mad right now.
That you don't assume it was a he.
You know, maybe if you whisper it to me, I'll be able to say the homie of the month, homie of the week.
Oh, in unrelated news.
Okay, yeah.
I've actually just thought about homie of the week. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
No.
beers and banner though. Are we thinking next week?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
It'll be
do
back
it
next
week.
In force.
And we've also got a fun game to play during beers and banner next week.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
Indeed. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's do beers and banner next week.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just doing Discord things.
Of course you are.
I'm already done with this episode.
I can tell.
I've moved on.
Patrons, thank you. We couldn't do this without you. Patreon isn't the only way to support us, though. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, and all those things. And check out our merch too if you're feeling generous. But shout out to Blake, Burnsy, Whack, Fine Dinosaur, Foggy Highway, Joey P, Lockie, MJ, Lethal, and Moose. Moosington, in fact.
Moosington. Elko, Arkham, Caitlin, Dave, Churchy. Hey, Churchy. Thanks, man. Shut up. Brad, Oliver, Tricky, Aggro, and my homie of the day, Hockers, for being such a dope lad that he rescued a little white cat.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That he has now gotten from the vet and is taken care of and is distracting him from all the hobby, I assume.
Yep.
I miss my cat dearly, and when I saw his cat that looked like mine, I was like, damn, I certainly don't miss my models getting knocked off the bloody table and coming back to them. It was a brutal combo. My cat would knock him off the table. My dog would chew him.
Yep.
And that's how
They were a team, dude. They were working together.
Yeah, they hated each other, tried to kill each other, but they had that one thing in common. They had missed love for me. And now I believe one of our patrons has one of my chewed paintbrushes. So,
Yep. Do you know what?
what's up?
Your cat took one of my Necron warriors once. And I lost it for like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And I got him back, and he's got fucking bite marks in his head. I'll find him for next episode.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Anyways, good on you, Hockers. You've won a point in my book.
Well done.
as a
That's
fellow cat lover.
homie of the week.
Huh? You stole my homie of the day? Ah, yes. My homie of the week. Anyway, thanks as always for tuning in to whatever it is we do here.
I don't even know anymore.
I hope. Let's finish with the game. I've still got one more.
Fuck,
I'm going
alright.
to undisqualify you.
Undisqualified. Goose wrangling.
Please don't give this one away.
I'll try. No promises.
You are this. And if Churchy guesses that you win, there's a pity points.
Like, hang on. That name is like the job. No,
Good.
but you know what I mean.
Go.
Fuck, all right. I'm stopping these cars. Stop, hang on. Why am I stopping them for? Where are they going? Hang on, that way? All right, you can go. No, you go that way. No, you stop. Back. Do you say it? Hang on.
Time.
Confused. Traffic controller / lollipop man.
That was kind of hard because like traffic,
Well
I was like car basically gave
It's
it away.
fine. It's fine.
I
You've had a
only
tough
get
try.
1 point, so let's call it a draw.
Sounds no. Yeah. No, God, no. That was just an ego boost for you. That was a bonus point for you, so you can.
I needed it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I was hurt. My ego was hurt.
Thank you for tuning in, as always.
Cheers.
I've been Shane.
I've been Fox.
And you've been a
And
confused
you've been
traffic
San Diego.
control- Good night, San Diego. Catch.
I've been Ron Burgundy.
Put that lantern back!